Hi guys, Marie here. I'm gonna start trying to video something every day. We're bringing you along. We are building a chicken coop and adding it on to the other chicken pen so we can bring all the babies out here. We got a lot of them right now. And we just had what? 7 more born this morning?
Oh, it was 5.
5 or 6, something like that. Yeah. So I'm going to turn you around and let you see what we're doing. And then we're going to set it about right over there where that wheelbarrow is, straight across, butted up to the fence. And right now, they can't be in with the bigger chickens because they ain't quite that big yet. And with that rooster being in there, these roosters have got to be able to stand their ground up against him. But, I mean, they will. I mean, the babies will be, whether, I don't know, whether they babies, called babies or pullets or whatever you call them. They'll be in the box. But these bigger chickens will be able to come out in the extra yard that we're adding on to it. And they'll have more room to roam. And eventually, they'll all be using the chicken coop, the big barn. And on top of that, we'll move them over here tonight and put them in here. That way they'll feel safe. And there's a light that's in the pen right there that the other chickens don't use because we put them up at night.
How did this dog get in here with the... When did you do that?
That's the one with the hurt leg. But we'll put that light in there with them. That way we can see them from the house, you know, because most of them sleep at night, but then the littler ones don't. They're eating around clock. But our little ducks, we got baby ducks over there, and they decided that they were not staying in that pink goat pen with them big ducks. And, I mean, they're not babies, but they're smaller than the adult ducks. So they decided they were going to crawl out. They found a weak spot in the wire and come right on out back. So I just let them roam out here in the yard and enjoy themselves. Because I've got 2 baby Peking ducks in the chicken tractor that I had those ducks in. And they were bullying them and hurting them. So we just put them out in the yard or we put them in the pen and they got out in the yard in themselves. So I just left them there. Which these dogs pretty much keep everything run off from out here. We ain't had no problems yet, thank the Lord. And I don't know if y'all can see them from here. I'm going to zoom you in. See all them tomato bushes? They are loaded. So it's about time to make some spaghetti sauce, stewed tomatoes. And my mama's coming the first week of June, and she's gonna help me do all of that, and we're gonna make tomato juice because there is a lot of tomatoes out there. He went to the house for something. I don't know what he went for. Sorry. We're waiting on, we're getting a swimming pool. It was supposed to have been delivered when was it? The 16th. That was yesterday. So it's running way behind. It's been sitting in Jacksonville since the 13th. It's ridiculous. I done went in there and left them a nasty message. But I love sitting here just watching these chickens. We have so many babies, y'all. And I need these brooder boxes up here. That's why we're trying to build this extra box to move them up here, because I've got a tote bin in there with four or five in it. And then I just had these born this morning. I had to put them in a box because the brooder that's in the house is got 6 chickens, 6 babies in it. And the brooder out there on the carport has 7 in it. And they've got to come out of the brooder because they're too big for it. And then over there behind that white barn is a rabbit cage that we no longer have a rabbit, and it's full. Completely, isn't it, baby? They are ready to come out of there. Because as soon as they come out of there, that rabbit box is going bye-bye.
Wrap that up. I'm gonna need your help. I don't know where you going. We got 3, 4.
You ready? Okay. We're going to bring the wire from the other chicken pen all the way to that corner right there. And then wrap it around the box. Come back up the box this side and run it all the way down there where that orange hammer is. If you can see it right there. There's a wood stub right there too. And then run it back and connect it to that other pin on that side. Okay, guys. By the time I get through editing this, it'll probably be Monday it coming out. We are still prepping. We haven't finished the chicken coop for the babies yet, but it's almost done. But he's been really busy this week with work, so Sunday he's gonna finish that. Okay, I'm still prepping out here for the swimming pool. It'll be here on the 24th. We just had to order brake calipers and rotors for our car. And I cleaned out the goat pen. We sold the ducks, but I cleaned out the goat pen. And other than Aflac, we still got the Pekings. We got 2 baby Pekings and Aflac, but all the Muscovies, I got rid of all those. Don't come at me sideways, because it's a farm. And I'm sick, and I just felt like I had too many ducks. So I cleaned out the goat pen because it was a mess. I mean, feathers everywhere. Duck poop everywhere. And I put boards around the bottom of it. And as soon as the chicken brooder out there with the big chickens gets done, and we move the biddies out of that rabbit cage, the rabbit cage is coming down, because I mean, it's got so much water damage it ain't even worth keeping. Now, some of the front boards and the top, yes, we'll keep, but as far as that bottom goes, it's shot. It's had it. But the wind was blowing a little bit out here today, so I waited. Been sitting there on my couch looking out that window, knowing that there's so much out here that's got to get done, and it was so hot I couldn't do it. So I waited on the temperature to start dropping, and the wind got up, and Now I'm sitting here in front of the fan because I just got through putting the boards up around around the goat pen. But we got so much going on, and I cannot wait to bring y'all along. We got an outside table. We got an outside table. It's got four chairs. We got a gazebo put up. And then we moved the grill and all that. We got our flowers out here from inside, if you can see it. There it is. There's one. There's two. There's three. Behind, you can see he put our old TV up on the wall. I've got bricks on some old wire that I've been dragging behind the lawnmower. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. And that's what I've been dragging the ground with. Trying to level some of this sand out. We might have to have some sand brought in. I'm not sure. But I don't know what he can do with it. But it's got to have sand under it regardless. And then we are, this winter, because we're in Florida, we don't really have harsh winters, but enough to get cold if you're in water. We're gonna get a heat pump to go on the pool to keep the water warm, so we can enjoy it all year round. I gotta go out there in just a few minutes. My leg's hurting right now, but I want to try, and I mean, I know he'll do it. But he's working so hard. And he had 2 service calls and 2 installs today. He had 2 installs and a service call yesterday. And then Tuesday, he had a big service call. I mean, these people spent like $8,000 in security system. And so that's a lot of work on one person. But he's got to put the chicken coop. He's got to finish that. I got to prep the garden so I can get my cabbage out there. And I got herbs planted up here behind me. And I'm bringing the tire up from out of the goat pen what the ducks had. And I'm going to put some herbs in that. And I'm going to grab another tire from out there at the chicken barn. And put some more herbs in that. And then over here beside the house, we got 2 of those brooders that we're planting the okra and all in up here at the house so the deer don't get them. Because that is obviously their favorite food is okra. And that was out there, they done eat it all up. I got to redirect the watermelon so I can get in there and plow, and so he can get in there and till that dirt back up. I got room in 2 of the boxes now because the squash is done and the cucumbers is done. Unless I plant more. But I got so much squash in the freezer now, I really don't think we're going to need to. Because, I mean, we eat squash, but not like that. I've got like 15 bags, gallon bags of squash in there. Squash, zucchini, and that other squash that was out there that looked like gourds. And then that's probably what I'll cook tonight, because he likes squash casserole. And now that I got all the ingredients, I'll cook him some. Probably that and some barbecue chicken on the grill. I'm trying to think. We got so much going on. He's got a drone coming so we can take better footage of what we're doing. And we can show the whole layout of the property. Day before, when was that? No, that was what landed on me. Yesterday, I cut the grass because with all the rain that everybody's getting, even here, I mean, it rains. Now, surprisingly, it didn't rain yesterday. It missed us. But there for 3 days straight, it rained every day, sometimes twice a day. So, with that, and then I had just cut grass, so, excuse me, it's come to the point where I have to cut grass at least once a week. You have to. And back there in that back property, I like keeping a space cut so I can, you know, got a beeline that I can see back there. Let me turn you around, let me show you, and you'll see what I'm saying. You can see right past that tree. You can see from right here all the way over here to back behind the barn. You can't see it from here. Right up to the wood line over there on the other side of the fence. And then I go all the way back to that wood line right there. I cut, you know, but it takes a sharp turn right there. But I just keep it cut so I can see what's walking around back there. If it's a coyote or if it's a deer, you know, whatever it is, we want to be able to see it when we shine the spotlight back there. I don't want something luring around out there in the grass and sneaking up on my chickens. Oh, and that's another thing we got, guys. I don't know if you can see it, but looky there. We got a chicken door for the babies. That's all the adult chickens right there. It took them a couple days to get used to it. It kind of halted their egg production, but they're getting back on it. But as of right now, we have Black Copper Moran full-blooded Americanas. I think that's what they call them. And then I've got New Hampshire Reds out there. And there's a rooster coming up in that group, so that's going to be good. And then I got them white chickens mixed with Black Copper Moran. And I got Strawberry out there. She's a New Hampshire Red too, but she's an adult. Right now she's with Dynamite. But when these get up and get grown, then I'll put her in with them. And, you know, let all the New Hampshires be together. Ouch. But I think once we get out there and get all that tilled up in the garden and get all those weeds out of there, we should be good. I should have a lot of beans out there right now and tomatoes. My whole kitchen table is full of tomatoes. I got so many darn tomatoes. My mama will be here July 1st. Thank God. So she can help me with the canning and getting all this put up in jars properly. And I just made 9 jars of pickles. That's not including the 4 jars that I got in the refrigerator. But the ones in the refrigerator are made in pickle juice, repurposed pickle juice. But the ones I made just now, day before yesterday, I made the brine for them. It's pepper flakes, dill, two things of regular vinegar and one apple cider and 3 things of water. And then I put a cup of sugar, no, 2 cups of sugar, and a cup of salt. Yeah. So I'm hoping it turns out good. And it ain't too salty. I should have tried that brine, is what I should have did. But, oh well. It was so hot I couldn't try it then anyway. Because the video that I seen, you bring it to a hard boil for a good few minutes. And then you start labeling into your jars, right directly on the pickles. And that helps tenderize them. And seal the jars. And then you can just leave them on the shelf. Old Piggy's over there. They're doing amazing. Brooke's coming over Sunday, and we're going to castrate the baby male pigs. Because we don't need no more piglets. Loretta and Reba, they're doing amazing. They're getting big, 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 big. They're way bigger than what I expected. They finally gained on all their weight back. And I can't quit coughing. Oreo is real big now and has come into his own. He's a own little man now out there trying to rule the whole pen. Trying to get all the ladies. We've got 2 new goats, Spunky and Bailey. Spunky is fixed male. And then Bailey, she's fine, but she's a real short goat. Her and Oreo's about the same size, and she's way older than Oreo. And then Nanny's doing good. Elsa's doing good. And Jill, the other baby, she's a little on the small side, but she's always been that way. But Oreo and Jill are not the same type of goat. Jill is Elsa's baby, and that's a Nigerian dwarf goat. And then Nanny and Oreo, because Nanny came pregnant, are just straight Nigerian. Full-blooded, the big goats. And there's butterflies flying everywhere. I love butterflies. Bunch of, what do you call it? Monarch butterflies. And we got so many woodpeckers. All these little babies are being born. Up here behind me in that, where's that? Here. If you can see it. Where can I show you? I'm trying to show you. Right there in that air conditioner. There's little baby, I call them McDonald birds. I know there's a proper name for it, but that's what I call them. And 2 sets have already went up there and had babies already this year. And the first flew off, and then another one went in and took her place and laid her eggs up there. But they were up in that tree right here. And I ain't heard them no more. They must have flew off somewhere. Can fly off with their mom and daddy. We got so many trees we got to cut down. This one over here, I don't know if you can see. That one right there, that limb's got to come down. And then over there, you can see the dead tree limbs. That one's dead. And straight up and over, that one right there is dead. We got so many trees we got to take down. And like I told him, I want to do before we put the pool up. I mean, I know that's a lot of work. Hopefully when my brother gets here, then he can help. Just take down some limbs. That way I don't have to worry about something falling on my pool. Because we paid, what, $678 for that pool. And I just don't want no limbs falling on it. I don't want nothing puncturing the bottom of it. Especially if we're going to get a heat pump to go on it. I mean, that's money. When it takes one day, just a little bit of time, to just get up there and start chopping down limbs. Ooh. Y'all hear the quail? That's the female. She has just been hollering up a storm. Alright. I'll be back come Sunday. And then I'm going to put all of this together and bring it to y'all. We'll see you Sunday. Hi guys, it's us again. So we're bringing you along because we finally got our pool. He's in them. He just leveled everything out. I did not get that filmed. I was not here. He leveled it out. And I brought him a tarp back. He put the tarp down. Now he's working on the ladder. And then he's going to start working on the pool. And we're going to fit it on the tarp. Because we're in Florida. We already got sand. So, and then he'll go from there and we'll start snapping it to the frame. And I'm going to turn you around and let you watch. If I can get you without a chair being in the way. Let me see. Alright, let me move this chair. And then it is hot out here. I ran to Tractor Supply and I got the tarp. And then I got, oh yeah, we finished the chicken pen too. Other than the wire, we ain't finished that yet. And I'm going to film that as well. But as you can see, there's the frame. And then over there is the pool. And we're moving right along. There we go. Let me set you right like that, baby. That looks good, don't it? What you think?
Oh, yeah.
Got you right in frame.
Everything's level. I didn't have a transit, but I had a 6-foot level, so we did the best we can do.
Y'all, I'm going to tell you what. Them biddies, every one of them, we put the ones out the rabbit cage out there at the goats. We put the ones off the carport out of that brooder. And the ones out the house in that brooder. And we put our 4 guineas that we had right here by the back doorstep. All of them are out there in that chicken coop. And they are in hog heaven. They love that grass.
Show them our new feeders.
And we got the shade. And just now when I was at Tractor Supply, I got them a big old feeder. I'm going to turn you around, let you see if I don't drop my phone off this thing. A big one right there. See, we had the guineas right there. And they are happy. We were told to raise them with the chickens so they didn't hurt them and all that good stuff. There's all kinds of things people are saying. So we just threw them in there with the chickens. I hope it don't. They said it ain't supposed to rain for the next 10 days. Or 8 days. That was 8 days.
You can predict weather that far.
Yeah. I think it was 8 days. We just got to remember to go out there and water those tomatoes every single day. Now that,
Some red ones out there.
now that they, is it more?
Some red ones out there.
That's probably from where I watered them yesterday.
Ah, let's continue this video. Turn it down. I don't need to hear that music.
I also just got through canning, what was it? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 jars of tomatoes. I've got 12 jars of pickles. And I don't know, we got so much squash and broccoli, I just don't know where to put it.
Got a Penske truck in the front yard, bro.
Oh yeah? Which one that? I wonder what that is. I hope that's the calipers.
That's the one we need to be watching the cameras on because they're very unprofessional.
Yeah, I'll get it. She likes to do it her way. So.
Baby, 12 foot.
16 by
12, right?
by 10 by 20. I mean by 43. There we go.
just gotta get my bottom part screwed out. And make sure we got it turned right and level, you know what I mean? Maybe I think you can do that.
Baby, I got I'm recording.
Alright, well, and you would just start working one in at a time, I guess.
When we bring it up, we climb in it and push it.
Okay, so an F goes in the center, an F goes on that end, then 3 E's in here. The C's go in between. So I'm guessing every slot we see like this takes a C. You get it? I think I just swallowed it that.
Alright guys, we're just going to set you back and let you watch because I do not have my microphones on. Then see,
A C goes in every one of these slots right here. You
in
see
the corner.
Yep. Every one of the corners you see takes a C. It's going to be a little shaky until we get this top band done, but we will get it. That is some thick plastic, so don't be worried about it. Know what I mean? Gonna be. Then E's go in these sections. There's 3 E's back here and 1 F at that corner you're at now. Here, and you got another F here.
Here's the F right there.
Yep. And the F goes here. Now, you can stick that one. Do we just have to stick that one long fleece in there at once? Okay.
That's what I was just looking at.
Alright. Do you need me to help you over here, or do you want me to go
A.
stick that side in? A center is the center one. The little ones go on the end. It's the D-A-D. My baby's done built plenty of pools like this next brother.
Well, no, just one by myself.
Oh, you did it by yourself? It's hard to do this by yourself.
Kids climbed in and
All they wanted to do was swim in it. They didn't want to help them.
the kids climbed in and straightened the whole inside out while I pulled on it from the outside.
That was nice of them to at least do that. But
I ain't had a choice.
my dude said so, huh? My dude said, get your ass in there and turn on it, your ass ain't swimming. that how it went? I'm coming, babe. Let me help you. Alright. Let me go. Alright, twist it around a little bit. Stick it in, push. Alright. Oh, you get the butt again. Okay. Bring it to you. Yeah. That's what's got to happen. Yep, listen. Okay. Let's do the back part. Once we get this top band done, then we can kind of like center it where it's centered where we got it. So remember, F goes on this joint here. F goes here. C's going in the middle. I just want to make sure we're keeping this on the top. If we have to, we got to slide it that way some. Looks like we're a little close to this edge on it. Let it off. Move that way to you. I'm coming. Did you put an F right there? All right. Take a break, baby. What I want to do is pull this way a little bit because we're almost hanging off now. So I'm thinking if we just lift this up like this and get down to the bottom and just pull the whole thing. You want to put your hand down there, pull this whole thing. I think that's better. Yeah. All right. Take a break. Let me do this, okay?
I get lightheaded.
I know you can do it.
Huh?
Take a break.
I'm getting a headache.
Have you had your caffeine this morning?
Yeah. I went ahead and filled them other tomato jars before we came out and put them in the pot, ready to fill them up. And all I got to do is turn them on when we go back in. I'm just gonna let that record, and I'm gonna go get my other job, my Java that I didn't finish. We got 2 big jars and 4 little jars of brine left. And ain't got no more cucumbers to make no pickles. Maybe Mama can use it when she gets here.
Alright.
Cause she wants to go to that that farmer's marketplace on the way to St. Augustine and get cucumbers.
We want to center this frame a little bit. Then start putting the legs on it. What I want is it this way as much as possible. That way we got that tarp like you were talking about to get in the pool without getting our feet dirty, right?
Yes.
That makes more sense to me and you, right, baby? Alright, all we gotta do now is start putting the legs in there. Once we got the legs in there, I'll get in there and start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see what the directions say next. Which they're not saying nothing, they're just giving me parts. That's what part numbers.
We also got us some trees, guys.
Alright,
We got us some peach trees, some pear trees,
alright.
and one broken plum tree
We should have some fruit somewhere in a bag.
that we're going to try to save. You got what now?
We got feet. That goes on them poles, that goes in the,
They're probably right here.
no, I got it right here.
Oh, you got them? There's some.
Getting the razor. Alright, here's our feet.
Oh, them wooden things. That's what you want to get up, ain't it? That's what you keep tripping on.
Yeah, I don't want it to touch the pool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright. We should have 2 in each corner, 1 in the center and the back, and then on the sides there will be those braces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, so what number are the legs? Let me see. They go on the feet. That will be the eyes. The eyes and the boots that I got throwed over there. I'm assuming that all these, there are no number on these.
I know that those two that look like they go, that are part of the ladder, I seen the picture that goes on in the middle.
I'm assuming that all these are eyes right here. There should be as many of these as there are of boots.
Yeah.
So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of those, and I just laid out 10 boots. These are the eyes. What? What?
Baby.
What are you bitching about, Loretta? You want water? She wants water. That's what she's bitching about. No, if we don't stop her, she's going to get more spoiled and more tyrannical. I don't know what to do. We need to put some water in something like this. Because she's getting tyrannical. She's getting tyrannical. She really is.
$10 forms in Track Supply, but I'm scared they're just going to be.
That fucking thing, that thing that we drug, that half a barrel, can I dig out a little bit and kind of like get it flat in the ground?
You got to plug it up.
I just call it. These are times when you need to learn how to edit with our.
To get this uploaded. All right, guys. A little bit of YouTube magic again, because we got it set up. We got it filling up. Got the ladder in. Got the pump in. And now we'll see if we just did it right. It looks pretty level. We don't have nothing plugged up yet because it ain't got that far. But everything looks pretty level so far. You tell me what y'all think. I think it looks pretty level. Because my baby knows what he doing. Alright, now we got a new waterer for all the biddies that we put out here in the thing. And I'm going to show you
The baby brooder.
The finished all right. We got everything done out here except the wire for the outside pen. Dobbs, you better not be rolling in nothing stinky. I got the water out here now that I got wet feet. I had to bring it out here on the lawnmower because he's doing the rotors and the calipers on our car. Woo, at the dust! Y'all got a good bit of water left in there. They're enjoying it. They got 2 feeders. You can see now the sun's shining in there. They got 2 big feeders. They fixing to have a big waterer. I got a bucket of water. Okay, Dynamite. Every time somebody talks, you got to let your presence known, don't you? And then we got 2 bowl waters in here too. But it's been hot. So they really need all the water they can get. There we go. See, we got everything latched up pretty darn good. It's got a latch on the inside right there. And then, I got to make that tighter. Hang on, guys. I gotta use both hands. Bear with me just a second, I know. Well, he's about to come out and do it because I can't. All right. Oh. Okay. With that being said, like I said, all we got to do now is fence all this back in and connect it to the big pen so we can open the gate to the big chickens and let them come on out here in this other yard and get used to being around all these other chickens. And so the other chickens can get used to being around the big ones. Because eventually they're going to be big too, but they got to be able to see one another and look at one another and understand that they're all part of one group. Except our Rhode Island Reds now. They will be, no, excuse me, New Hampshire Reds. They're going to stay in here by themselves because I got a rooster in there with them. They're just not old enough yet to even worry about that. So, with that said, I hope y'all enjoy this. I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to get it uploaded for y'all. And I will upload again when my mama gets here on July 1st for her birthday. We're going to surprise her with a cookout. And then when we go to my daughter's for the surprise birthday party for her fiance. And then we are going to it's almost like it's a bar / restaurant, but that day it's just the restaurant area is having a cook-off for the 4th of July. So that'll be before we go to my daughter's. We'll do all that before. So, I mean, there's a lot coming. I don't know which one to be first. You just have to come back and check us out. You just got to come back and see what comes first. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. And I got doctor's appointments coming up. So if you just stick with me and come back and like my stuff, share my stuff, comment on my stuff, just help us get monetized. That's all I'm asking. I thank y'all. I love y'all. God bless y'all. God has been good. God is great. He's blessed us so much. And I know that if this is meant to be, then this will happen too. So, with that said, y'all come back and see us. Don't forget, we are going to upload more. Sorry this is all over the place. That's just, I just ain't done it in a while, and we had a lot to put on here. So, God bless. Love y'all.